Hello and welcome back, how are you? Nice to see you again. Today's video is about a ball turning device I made, and this is the device halfway through, and there will be 2 videos in the series because I just can't fit it all in. So without further ado, here is the ball turning device video. Thank you. Hello and welcome back, how are you doing? Today I'm going to have a little go at making a ball turning attachment. I think traditionally they're flat and they have a little arm that goes backwards and forwards and a bearing, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with them at all, but I like doing things the hard way, as you probably can tell. So I picked up these lifting eyes, 3.6 tonne and 1.2 tonnes. And I'm going to get this one into this one as opposed to getting this one into that one, because that would be an interesting video, but it won't happen. And that's what I'm going to mount them on, using this quick change mounter, which I think is a Boeing bar. I'm going to fix that on there like that. So let's get on with it. Meanwhile, over at the Clark Joe mill, using, I think it's original manufacturer's equipment, this 4-cutter face mill with his cement carbide tipped tips. That's what you call them. It means they're not replaceable. Just happened to find it, so I thought it'd be useful for the job. I don't have anything else. We need to flatten off this giant towing eye, and using this as an example, I need to take the lettering off. I need to flat that side, the opposite side, and also reduce these bosses down. That's what the tool demands, what I'm making. So I'll just get on with it. I'll just give you a little bit of a show, because I'm going to put the proper guard on in a minute, because the chips are flying everywhere. Well, we're about halfway there now. It's looking good. Lots more to do yet though, so I'll just get on with it. The 31mm shaft now needs reducing to 27mm so it'll fit into the towing eye. So without further ado, I'll get on with it. so on. That's us done. I'll just knock the lathe out of gear for safety reasons, just in case the inverter kicks up by itself while I'm messing about with the fitting of the turning eye. And there you go, fits like a stocking on a chicken's bottom lip. So the next job is to do is drill them out and plug weld it. So let's get on with it. Okay, where are we? Oh yes, back at the drill mill, and I've just drilled through the side of the towing guy, as you can see. And now with the shaft in place, it's just a simple matter of plug welding each side, and the whole thing will become one. Well, that's not too bad, is it? There you go. It looks like some kind of blue ray gun, doesn't it? Anyway, I'll get on with that. I'll weld that up, then it's back in the vise, and so I'll have to put something underneath it, because I need to mill a flat then along that shaft. And the idea of that is that when I've got it in the quick change holder, as you can see there's 4 gub screws there, the flat will be held in place with the gub screws, and that's got the beginnings of a ball turning attachment. But prior to that, the flat will also be handy for when I put it into the power hacksaw to cut that piece of the ring off. That piece needs to go. So we'll get on with all that. Where's my bloody tea ready? Off camera, the plug welding has been completed and the workpiece has now been set up in the mill again. And using 2 aluminium blocks and a simple clamp, the workpiece is ready to have its flat milled onto the shaft. So let's get on with it. That was pretty easy. I've just got to give it one more pass and then we'll put it into the power hacksaw. So there we go. Whoa, that's going to take a while. Originally, I was going to cut across using the power hacksaw as discussed earlier in the video, but I've now decided by cutting vertically, I'll leave a little bit more stock on than before, and that might help in the process of making the ball turning device. But unfortunately, I've no other way of cutting it other than this. So I'll see you in about 10 minutes. Oh. Whoa. Well, that's 10 minutes of my life I'll never get back. Okay, next job. A little bit of milling again. Oh, so I'm milling this project. And maybe I need to open up this as well. So, whew, let's get on with it. Yes, we're back to the milling machine again. Oh my good lord, that's all it's been is cutting and milling on this video. I promise you, I'll make a more exciting video next time. Anyway, I've selected a 20mm end mill. Seems about the biggest thing I've got in my collection. And without further ado, I'll get on with milling some metal. And that's that bit done. Let's see what we got. Well, there's a good half hour's worth of milling there. I finished a flat off there. And I've also finished a flat off there already. We're taking this piece now in the middle, so I'll have to do the same as I've done there. As you can see, I'll have to put some flats on this, but I'll do that off camera. And we can start fitting that in there then. Okay, let's get on with it. Okay, we now need to mill the two flats onto the lifting guy, but the two flats have to be parallel with each other. And the only way I can come up with that is if I square the end up as thus, mill a flat on it, flick it over, square again, and mill the other flat on the opposing side, and the two flats should be parallel with each other. So let's see how we get on. Forming nicely. I'll do the same thing again, I'll just finish it off and I'll show you the finished results. Okay, that's the end of that. And that's that one done. You can see the two flats formed now, and hopefully they're parallel with each other. Well, they better be parallel with each other or it won't be much of a video, will it? Nearly there. I think I just need a little bit of filing, a very slight file. Oh yeah, well you can see the potential now, can't you? I think that just needs to go a little bit further in that. It's lovely and tight that. I think some people put a brass bush in between, but I don't think I'll bother with that because it's such a lovely fit. All I'll do now, I think I'll have to drill through the whole thing in one go, and thus then I can put two bolts in. And we're nearly, it's at 80% there. Okay, I need to introduce some tool steel to the ring now, and I'm going to put it here because there's plenty of meat for a grub screw to hold it in place, but unfortunately it's a bit slack, as you can see. And on an earlier video you did see me cutting this thread, which in fact will go in here and hold the tool steel in place. All I've got to do now is just finish off by drilling a hole. I'm just adding some Loctite to this to hold it in place. It may take a few hours to go off. I think that should do it. I'll let that go off, and then what I end up with is a miniature of this. I'll be able to hold this in the vise, and then the same as that other piece, cut it off there and there, and I'll start looking like the tool I need. I'll probably let that go off overnight now, then cut these portions out, and then I'll show you the finished item. So that's that. I think I'm going to sit in the sunshine now because there's nothing more I can do. There you go, that's not too bad. That's about 47mm. I think the professional ones go up to 60mm, but this is ideal for what I need. That's just the one of the knobs off the lathe, actually, just give you an idea. That's not bad, is it? So I'm just gonna drill a hole in there now, thread it to hold that in place, and cut that off. We should be laughing. Right, over to the threading machine. Meanwhile, at the threading machine, I'm nearly 3/4 of the way through just to save time. And I think we're through. Yes. That's a breeze with this machine. If you've not already made one, I suggest you do. I just now need to introduce this flat-headed, Allen-headed M6 high tensile bolt. It says yes. So that's that one done. I think I'm just going to cut the shaft off now, and we're nearly there. Right. Well, that saved a bit of time, didn't it? 43 seconds, that's a bit better. Now then, chaps, it's coming along nicely, but unfortunately I'm not going to be able to fit it all into one video. So this will have to be part one of the two-part video. In part two, I'm going to add brass pins top and bottom and some kind of steering control so that pivots. And I might even make a brass ball. Anyway, so thanks for viewing, and make sure you tune in for part two.